Hello everyone, AlphaSoul here and welcome to another video. So today we're actually going to do a little bit of a different type of a video. As many of you know, Ashes of Creation Apocalypse has just been released on Tuesday and has gone into early access, so the servers are up 24/7. I have been playing a lot of games, I have been enjoying myself tremendously, and one thing that I like to do with any PvP type of a game is really analyze what I did, whether or not I won, whether or not I lost, what were the reasons for it, and I just kind of see if I can do things a little bit differently and just overall improve. And so naturally, what I do normally is just record with NVIDIA Shadow Play my gameplay sessions. Whenever I win, whether I lose, I've got a massive library of these stuff. And if it's significant, then I'll record it and try and learn from it. Anyways, what I wanted to do is go ahead and provide commentary to some of these videos so you guys know what I'm doing. I'm gonna choose one of them and go through it. I'm gonna probably do this a couple times depending on the reception. So I'll show you matches where I lost, matches where I won, and overall, I think it's been helping. I win about 25 to 35% of my matches, roughly, or so. It seems to be a little bit streaky, but it seems to be more on the upward trend as I've gotten more used to this combat. All right. So without further ado, hope you guys enjoy. Let's go ahead and get started. All right. So we're starting the match. Generally, I like to either start off in the very beginning, the middle, or the end, because that's generally where most people land in the match. We've got 35 people here, on the smaller side, but it is what it is. But this one I'm going to go ahead and ride till the very end and see what kind of competition I have here. So, as we're falling down, what I like to do is kind of check around me to see about how many people, if there's any. For a second there I considered going over to the docks, but it's a little bit too far, so I just kept diving. Now, in my vision, I kind of saw somebody there, so I figured they're going down, dive. My goal here is to see if I can see a chest and land on top of it, and I do. So I grab it, and I get lucky. I've got actually 2 of the best quality gear right off the bat, and a good weapon. So I've lucked out. I'm full armor, and actually I've got one thing that I like, the arcane boots as well. So I'm going to go around. I don't have a ranged weapon yet, so at the same time I see somebody land in the distance, and I hear fighting in the distance still. Still no ranged weapon, but I figure, alright, let's do some damage here. There's a little bug there. You can't get around those ropes, apparently. So I'm looking for people. I hear footsteps. I see somebody right there, and start fighting. Now I make the mistake by activating my lifesteal too early, but it turned out to be fine. And I saw somebody fire at me a second ago, so that's why I went right under there, repaired real quick. I was hoping that they would drop. They did not, so I'm going to go after them. And there he is. And I activate lifesteal properly when I lose health this time, and take him out. So now I know that there are more people, so I'm trying to get to a safe spot. And yep, I hear him. He's chasing after me. And now he's looking for me because I think he's lost sight of me, so I'm going to go over to this mushroom. A lot of people don't check on top of the other mushrooms and stuff, but there he is. He's looking for me. I'm going to repair my armor, and then I'm going to go after him. Still no ranged weapon, so I can't do any damage to him early. And let's see. And there he is. If I had a ranged weapon, I would have... activated my lifesteal properly again. If I had a ranged weapon, I'd open up with a headshot, but I did not. Either way, took him out pretty easily. The one thing that I like using, and the reason I like the boots, arcane boots, so much is as you're comboing them and as you're hitting them, it's very disorienting to have that, like, kind of, disrupt your groove, if you will. So we're up to 3 kills right now. Let's see. I just readjust these things. I always have my melee in the first slot, and then the ranged weapon in the second slot, and then my health potions in the third. Now, health potion wise, I go for small potions, and whew, found one. Found a ranged weapon. Anyways, I go for the small potions because you drink them a lot quicker. So a lot of times you can drink them on the run. If somebody is chasing you, or if you're in the middle of a fight, you can quickly down one and keep fighting. So now my primary goal is to just sweep the place, make sure that everyone is dead, and then make sure that I loot all the objects that I want. Invisibility and Arcane Power are 2 really strong ones. The only other chest that I would consider at a time is Dark Pact. So I saw my preferred weapon, a legendary Bone Masher. So I'm going to go ahead and go up here and grab it. Drop it. Now there's this weird bug that doesn't allow you to click and drag unless you kind of go over it, but there you go. So now I've almost got my full optimal loadout. I've got invisibility, arcane power. I would prefer a Darkfall bow at this point, but I'm good with what I've got right now. So now I want to go over to the docks and see if there are any leftovers, or who made it, and eliminated the rest of the competition. Storm is nowhere near me at this point. That is one change that has within my gameplay between some of the older versions. Because it is a lot easier to heal up and the time to kill is lower, I actively seek out essentially targets for the majority of the match. Okay, so here's the Nightfall, and I'm actually contemplating dropping it, and I am going to drop it and pick up, even though it's lesser quality, I like the Nightfall because it's quicker firing, it's got 10 charges, and it's better for chasing people down. So that's why I opted for the lesser quality Nightfall bow. Oh, and there's Farazan. He's one of the better players. So, and yep, we've got a target here. So, the reason why I did not fire at him is because I don't want to alert him, because there's no way that I'm going to more than likely kill him from that range. He seems to be fighting somebody, or miss somebody, but he does not know that I'm here yet. Oh, and I just... he thought he LOS'd. I missed the first one. He should have moved out of there immediately, only because... but he's dead. I think he was a rather new player, just because he went invis with me in front of him. When I shot at him, he just kind of moved to the side as if I didn't already have a lock on him somehow. So, yeah, anyways, up to 4 kills at this point. It looks like if he's the only one left here, he may have been the only one to drop, but he didn't have a lot of stuff. So if he didn't have a lot of stuff, was my reasoning then. I was going to come back here and, yep, there's chests to loot. At this point now, I'm looking for a higher quality Nightfall bow and more small potions. So we've got 17 people left. I've got 4 kills at this point. And now the storm is closing in. But we've got chests to loot. Nothing. Oh well. So now I want to head up to another village and let's see if we can find more people to fight. While I'm running, I'm constantly scanning the horizon. And there's a habit that I don't do as frequently in this match, I don't think. But I've been trying to make sure I do it, and that's quickly turning around and looking behind you. Because you never know who's gotten a lock on you at some point and is trying to, you know, silently tail you. Now, always be careful when you land. When you land after the triple jumping, you've got no stamina. So if you somehow manage to land on somebody and initiate combat, then you're at a severe disadvantage until you gain back your stamina, so just be careful with that. Alright, so at this point there's 16 people left. And it looks like they're still dropping. I'm still looking for some more action. Nobody was behind me. So I'm going to go ahead and keep heading down into there. Now, when you're here, make sure you do what I do. I'm pretty sure here you look on top of the bones. People like to camp up there just because they, you know, think that people aren't going to look up there for them. But I've shot a couple people off those bones. Now we've got a more treasure trove. Let's see if we get lucky here. Nope. Oh, we got some small potions. Can't have enough small potions. Alright, well, one small potion out of here. So I try to avoid that gully, only because there's so much foliage down there. There's so much stuff that's in the way. It's just becomes a pain to... It's a high ambush area, basically. So let's see if there's any more coming from the side of the storm. More small potions. Let's see. So at this part, I'm going to more than likely go to Far Strider Outpost. Farazan. He's doing well. He's got 5 kills. And I'm going to look down into town, see if I can see anyone here. Nope. Doesn't look like anyone here. But we'll see if somebody was here at some point. Yeah, and you can see the reason I didn't double jump off of that one is I want to make sure that if I land and there's somebody there, you've got something to work with. So I really like going on the building, on the rooftops here. They've smoothed out the rooftops, it's a lot easier to use. And I don't pay attention here, actually. So I don't look behind me, but I look just in time. Now see, he's got no stamina. Somebody tries to jump me, and he's just going to get whooped. Yeah, so he made the mistake of triple jumping. It's very much like this Star Wars thing where, who was it? Anakin and Obi-Wan, and he's like, I've got the high ground. It's the same thing here. If you try and jump up and they're ready for you, you're just going to die. Alright, so now I want to see if there's anyone to the side, hugging the side. But I'm expecting somebody to start sneaking out of their hiding spots, especially in a town. So that's why I'm sticking to the top and waiting to see if I can spot somebody running out of the town. And, yep, we've got a victim right there. And I miss. And she went invis, but I can see her. She doesn't realize it. And I hit her. Now I've hit her once, and unfortunately somebody starts shooting at me. And so I figure maybe she's behind this wall. But I did not see her, but I do see somebody who shot at me. So I'm kind of trying to decide whether or not I should go for her or for him, and I think I'm going to go for him. So I saw the angle that they came from, and he just confirmed where I thought he was. And now I see him. So I go in Viz, and I see him up on top of the hill, and I'm going to go get him. Unfortunately, you can't use jump while you're in Viz, which, you know, kind of makes sense. But okay, now I'm going to open with, I was going to open with a Nightfall, but I guess she's going to fight that person, and there's two people. So now I'm going to sandwich them. As they fight, I'm going to jump in, and they've softened each other up, it looks like, and I kill both of them. So now I've got a little HP missing, so I'm going to start healing. But then the storm kind of prevents me. And then I hear somebody behind me as well, too. So somebody is chasing me. And, ooh, it's Farazan. Oh, I got so lucky there. Only because Squirrely Squirrel jumped in. I'm not sure if you guys saw it, but it was actually two people there. Farazan was almost dead, and then Squirrely Squirrel jumped in, but I ended up getting them both. So I'm up to 9 kills now. And this guy's trying to find me because he knows I'm injured. So I'm out. At this point, there's 4 people left. And I know that I'm a prime target. I've got missing HP. And so now I'm going to show you the power of the small potion. You quickly... Oh! And there's 2. And there he is, right next to me. And, miss him. Okay, so this is not ideal. It's close to the end. I've not got full armor, but I'm going to sit here and try and repair. There's 4 people left. I see 2 of them fighting. I don't see the 3rd. Okay, so I'm going to soften him up a little bit. Let's move out of the way. I don't want to completely take him on right now. I want to hit him, knock him back, and run. Just so he's going to take damage, and now he's susceptible to that person lobbing. But I end up finishing him off anyway. So now I'm weak still again, and there they come again. So I'm going to get back off, and the 3rd person is here finally. And while they're there, I'm sitting there trying to avoid being sandwiched as they fight. Oh, nope, they still haven't fought yet. So I'm watching them get hit. Now I jump in and kill him. Now it's me and Mikala, and I get lucky here. And there we go. Victory. And yeah, that pretty much is it. I got really lucky there at the end. It really could have gone either way. It's a good thing that I had the boots, you know, extra damage, knocks them out, and overall, it just went really well. So yeah, so I really do enjoyed, you know, playing this game. It's a ton of fun. The combat is much better. It's a lot more strategic. You kind of have to pick your battles when. You can't just all willy-nilly go, you know, and do things like you were before. Time to kill is a lot quick, or it's a lot longer than it was before, and it's just like, it's a lot of fun. I'm having a lot of fun with it. And anyways, let me know what you guys think about this type of a video. You know, any suggestions, ways to improve it. I thought about, you know, doing like a superimpose and putting myself at the bottom of the screen, but, you know, we'll see how it goes. Either way, give me your feedback, guys. I'm curious. Thank you, guys. Take care of yourselves. Alpha Soul out.